So, first, starting with Mike, I want to ask you about the last decade here in Santa Cruz. What do you think are the seminal events that have occurred, the decisions and directions that have shaped the last decade of arts in Santa Cruz?
Thanks for another nuclear bomb. I can tell you that we had two nuclear bombs drop on Santa Cruz in the 60s. One was the University of California, and the other one was the Cabrillo College. And between these two cultural fermentations, I think half the population of Santa Cruz at that time ran for the hills, and all kinds of new people came into that vacuum, and we are them. Thank you for coming. Very few of the old-timers remain, although a few thousand. Thank you very much. Still own it. So the last 10 years, though, I think there's been a coalescing of the arts in Santa Cruz. It came, I think, started with the Tannery Project, which drew a whole lot of attention, and community TV helped bring that together. And there's always been art walks happening in Santa Cruz. I know back when I met my wife 20 years ago at Kawumba, but we'd already seen each other at a couple of art walks down in Santa Cruz. Every Friday night they'd meet at the Catalyst and go out and get bombed and have free drinks, more of them, at the different art venues, and it was great. But it didn't sell any art, but had a lot of fun. But people started getting serious about 10 years ago. I know the dance community got some really nice venues happening here. Theaters started pumping all over again. It had history in Santa Cruz of rising up and going down, but a lot of good theater countries. I know the Fun Institute has regular morning show scenes at practice things at the Art League, where I represent. The Art League is 91 years old this year. We're the oldest visual arts scene in the North County. I think we're even older than Monterey, actually, but we're sort of both pretty ancient for California kind of style history. And all I can say is that as a result of the First Friday the last 6 years, there's been more of a pulling together, not just of the visual arts, but many of the art forms in Santa Cruz have been kind of coalescing, coming together closer and closer, trying to promote each other and help each other out, which is, instead of competing. We've now got a community calendar, I understand, that we can look at and actually see when events are planned way ahead of time, so we don't have to step on each other's toes, which it's not that big that we have to do that. We can actually, space things out a little better, and we're starting to do that and cooperate with each other. So I think over and all, I see a huge growth and cooperation, and I think it's a pretty healthy scene and getting better all the time.